genetic variation. Now, as we all know that it is not always the same that offspring only resemble their parents in each and every aspect, but sometimes there are a few differences in the nature or the characteristic of the offspring that does not resemble to each of their parents. Thus, this resemblance occurs mainly due to the genes they inherit. However, due to some variation or recombination, such a genetic composition gets changed. So, variation generally or can arise due to the changes in the chromosome. That is chromosome change. Now this chromosome change can be either in any of the aspects, like either in the change of number of chromosomes, structure or arrangement. So such a change in the chromosome can cause variation. Thus, it can lead to the change in the constitution of the gene. In this manner, we can say that the process that is responsible for creating variation is recombination. That is, it is due to recombination, that is the process responsible for creating variation is the base of all genetic variation that occurs in the characters or in the phenotype or the genotype, leading to the formation of a new one and expressing a different character. However, this type of genetic variation can occur in any type of organism, that is in any type of sexually reproducing species that develops primarily because the parental gene gets shuffled into a new combination, that is recombination. All such changes or the basis of variation are considered or are called as mutation. The concept of mutation we have already studied in according to the de theory. Thus, these are the mutations that causes the basis of discontinuity of variation in the population. Therefore, according to the de theory, that is the one who first time proposed the concept of mutation, mutation can be defined as the phenomenon, or we can say the process, which results into the alteration of DNA sequences and thereby consequently results in the changes in the genotype and phenotype of an organism. Or in other words, we can define mutation as a sudden change of a gene or chromosome from one form to another. That is, the entire change in the chromosome structure or number changes that converts entirely into another form. Thus, this results or produces an alteration in the character. Now that is very obvious that if the character alteration occurs due to the chromosomal changes, then the control within which such characters are involved gets also changed. Another scientist named Dobzhansky described mutation as a mistake or misprint in cell division. Thus, on this basis, we can say that different scientists give different type of definition, but the result out of all is that mutation can be defined as the process with the help of which or due to which the entire chromosomal changes occur that leads to the variation. Now, there are various types of mutation occurring in different cells. These types include first, somatic mutation. Now the term itself suggests that such a type of mutation generally occurs in somatic cells that is the cells that are responsible for the creation of autosomes, and it is not hereditary. Because such a type of mutation does not occur in sex chromosome. The second type of mutation is germinal mutation. Such a type of mutation occurs in the germ cells that is the cells that contain the sex chromosome, and therefore it is hereditary. Then comes the third type of mutation, that is gametic mutation. That is very obvious that this type of mutation occurs in the gametes. Then comes the fourth type of mutation, that is zygotic mutation, that occurs in zygote. Then comes the fifth type of mutation, that is dominant mutation. Such a type of mutation leads to the production of a dominant gene, that is, it produces dominant gene. That is, due to the production of this dominant gene resulting due to this mutation can result into any type of syndrome or disorder. The sixth type of mutation is recessive mutation. Now, such a type of mutation produces recessive gene. Since such a type of mutation produces recessive genes, we cannot consider it to express immediately. That is, this type of mutation is not as harmful as compared to that of dominant mutation. Then comes the seventh type, that is back mutation. This type of mutation is considered as the reversal of mutation, that is the reversal of the phenomenon due to which genetic variation occurs, which occurs in very rare situations. That is, it rarely occurs. Then comes the eighth type of mutation, that is lethal mutation. The name itself suggests that this type of mutation is really very dangerous, as a result of which the mutant dies. Because this type of mutation is harmful to the mutagen or the mutant that creates the mutation. Another type of mutation, that is ninth, is spontaneous mutation. This type of mutation generally occurs in absence of any obvious case. That is, this type of mutation generally occurs spontaneously in nature. That is, there is no specific agent or the chromosomal cell which is responsible for the creation of such mutation. Following it comes the another type of mutation, that is induced mutation. Such a type of mutation generally occurs due to the external factors. Which are called as mutagens. That is, these external factors that results into the induced mutation are called mutagens. Such external factors includes ionized radiation, then mustard gas, peroxides, formaldehyde, and many such others. Following it comes the another type of mutation, that is biochemical mutation. Such a type of mutation generally happens due to the enzyme. That causes change in the metabolites or we can say the end products of such metabolites. That is, the normal biochemical reaction that takes place in our body changes due to such mutations or the mutation that causes enzyme harmful, resulting into the change in metabolites. These changes that occurs due to enzyme are called metabolic errors.